What's up, y'all? It's Zach with Living Corporate. And look, this is when I typically say, you know how we do. I say something like, you know what we got going on. So excited to have y'all today. I do something, right? But you know, I'm going to keep it a beam with y'all. I'm going to have a whole bunch of sound effects. We're going to have a great time. This is a random Saturday podcast. We don't drop episodes on Saturdays. So we want y'all to have a good time with us. You know what I mean? So we're going to have a good time. I got the soundboard, you know, and of course, who would I be? That's right. You know it's coming if I didn't have a special guest. Today, we have the one and the only LB, a.k.a. your favorite coach's favorite coach, a.k.a. I've been on TV a few times, a.k.a. I do this full time, a.k.a. I have my own podcast set up. I don't really need nobody's help. A.k.a. Miss Independent, a.k.a. Latesha Byrd. What's up, Latesha? How are you doing today? Welcome to the show.
I'm doing well.
Oh my goodness. Well, look, you know, I gave a little quick intro, but for those of us who don't know you, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes. So my name is Latesha Byrd. I am a career designer, a speaker, career coach, business coach, but I like to call myself a career designer because what I'm passionate about is helping my clients design lives that will allow them to show up in their best and truest and fullest selves at work and beyond. So Yes. So I started my company, Byrd Career Consulting. It is a consulting agency focused on professional development resources for professionals that are in the corporate space. So we provide resume writing, LinkedIn writing, interview coaching, salary negotiation, strategy sessions, but most importantly, career coaching. So I provide career coaching to professionals of color that helps them to just level up professionally. What I'm passionate about is making sure that everyone is happy at work, that they are fulfilled. But not only that, but they're able to, like I said, bring their truest selves, show up as their fullest self to work, get paid, and be able to live the life that not only they want, but the life that they deserve. So I am extremely intentional with helping my clients through self-discovery, career empowerment, and then also personal development. I started my company about 4 years ago. We work with over 800 professionals in a variety of industries. Some of my clients have landed at some pretty great companies such as LinkedIn, Google, Amazon, Deloitte, just a few to name. And I've had clients that have even gotten over $60,000 salary increases. So before I started my company, I worked in recruiting, and I managed recruiting for a public accounting firm headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina, where I'm at. Shout out to QC.
QC.
Yes. And as a recruiter, I managed recruiting for about 5 offices up and down the East Coast, making sure that the company had innovative recruiting strategies, that they were out getting top talent. I worked directly with leadership as well on a lot of diversity and inclusion initiatives. And as a recruiter, I realized that there is a huge disconnect. There is a huge disconnect between top talent looking for good jobs and also good companies that were having issues, that they claim they were having issues with finding top talent. We've all heard where companies or recruiters will say they can't find good talent, specifically good, diverse talent, right? Which we all know is not true. And so I said, you know what? Why do I meet so many professionals with great skill sets, with a great work experience, that are just dope, and they're having issues with getting connected or getting their foot in the door with these companies? But then why are companies complaining about not being able to find good talent? So I started my company really as a way to bridge the gap between those dope professionals with these companies that were claiming that they had a hard time with finding good talent. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
I love that. And you know, what I'm hearing is you're doing a little bit of everything, right?
Just just a little bit.
just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And it's interesting because a lot of us, we think, I'm gonna quit this job, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna find, I'm gonna get what I need to get without any type of help. And meanwhile, you're saying all this in your resume and your online brand, they looking back at you like, right? You need some help. Okay, you need to figure out how you really gonna get all this together, and that's where, Latesha, where you come in.
Yeah, that's right. I meet a lot of talented people, and when they're telling me about their experience, and when I look at their resume, I'll just be like, hold on, Holiday. Like, you're leaving out so much great experience. A lot of times, this is what I've realized, is that we are taught that we should not brag, we shouldn't boast, we shouldn't really talk about what it is that we bring to the table. But when it comes to going after these jobs and getting these coins, you have to make sure that you're really setting yourself up for success. And with that being said, investing back into yourself, because that's going to pay off dividends in the future. So you're right. It is important to have some assistance as you are looking to level up professionally, whether it's a career coach, whether it's a resume writer, or whether it's investing your time, and listening to podcasts such as Living Corporate. Shameless plug.
Straight up. You're absolutely right. And it's a really good point, because a lot of us, I think, and we talked about this a few different times over through our various guests and topics around the idea that, like, sometimes we think we get an education, we get an extra degree, and people are going to look at our resume and go, oh, he has a X, Y, and Z, or she has a X, Y, and Z in this subject field. We're going to automatically hire them. That's just not the way it works.
Not at all.
Right? Meanwhile, we're spending like all this time and money and energy getting all these certifications, but we're not telling our story well, right? We're not telling our story well. We're upset. We're looking over at our job market like, what more do you want from me? And I'm conflicted with that drop, right? Because it's funny, but then at the same time, like, Tyrese was really going through it, right? But
okay, my boy was stressed.
He was stressed, boy. Did he say it was $13,000 a month?
Yeah, it was a ridiculous amount.
Ooh, $13,000 a month. Ooh, oh my gosh, I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I'd have to ask. I don't know nothing about how child support works. I was gonna say I need to ask the judge. I don't know. I just couldn't do it. That's tough. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. That, like, it's more than a degree, right? And it's more than just having it. You have to figure out a way to present yourself.
Right. And you have to figure out a way to present yourself and position yourself in a way, whether it is in person or online, and be able to speak to what it is that you bring to the table in a way that will resonate with recruiters, hiring managers, or just your network in general. One thing that I tell my clients all the time is that people hire people. So if your job search strategy is just about applying to job after job after job, you're not doing enough. You got to get from behind the computer and really build your network and actually reach out to people. The best way to get a job, I don't want to say the best way, the quickest way, or the most popular way that positions are filled is first through employee referrals all day. So if I decide I want to go work at a company like Google, I need to get connected with some people that work at Google. And that might take you not just applying online and praying that, they find your resume in the stack of 300, but actually reaching out to people that work at that company. So when it comes to my coaching, I always first ask my clients to be able to, like you said, tell your story, being able to tell what I call your career, figure out what your career brand identity is and how do you communicate that. And then once you figure that out and you get that confidence in who you are and what you bring to the table, that will then allow you to actually be able to reach out to those or build relationships with those or go a little extra mile to get into those positions that you are truly interested in and that you deserve to.
Dropping bombs. Listen, y'all, real flex bombs are not the ones that are multi-syllabic, you know what I'm saying, got you looking like Michael Eric Dyson. Real flex bombs come from real talk. Latesha, thank you so much. Big facts all around for your head top, as it were. Okay, so, you and I have been chopping it up, having a good time, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You're talking about what you got going on, but like, and yes, what you're talking about is all facts, of course, flex bomb worthy, all of that. We have, whatever. It's a Saturday though. We dropping this podcast. Like, what's going on? I feel like you got some news for me. I feel like I got some news for our listeners. Like, yeah, like let's get to it. What's the deal? Why don't you tell them?
So, I will be launching a segment on Living Corporate called The Link Up with Latesha. Where I'll be sharing some real deal advice to all the listeners on how to level up professionally for your career.
Yes. Now look here. What are we talking about on the Link Up with Latesha? What's the format? What's going on?
So it's going to be really a variety of things. And this is going to be coming from a career coach and a former recruiter's perspective on how to get through the job search process, how to find your personal value, or not, I don't want to say how to find it, but how to identify it, how to go after your dreams, how to really think about the life, that it is that you want to live, and how to actually go out and get that. But from a recruiter's perspective, I'm going to be sharing a lot of things that I've seen job seekers do wrong, not just from applying to interviewing to negotiating salary, but also for new employees when you're starting your career. How do you show up to become a high performer? But I'm going to be bringing, kind of my own style to it. I'm very, very direct. I'm real all day long. I don't know how to sugarcoat. So I'm just going to give it to you straight.
I love it. So look here, this is what Latesha's really saying. Latesha got the inside scoop. She knows what she's talking about. She knows what these businesses want, and also as a consultant, she knows what these businesses need to be doing. So you're getting the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna help you take your brand from who to
what it do, baby.
You feel me? Like she's gonna take you from one side to the other. And
right.
And I love that. I'm so thankful to have you on the show. Have you part of our team? Have you a part of this? Yeah. Have you a part of this? This platform. And y'all need to make sure y'all pay attention on Saturdays. Every Saturday, crack of dawn, it's gonna be this show. It's gonna be Latesha. Y'all gonna be checking her out, okay?
And Zach, can I just share some of the topics that I'm going to be talking about?
Oh, absolutely. Do your thing.
Yes. So, just a few things I want to talk about is that's not my job. How to set boundaries at work. How to love your job when you actually hate it. How to play the playing field, like why you should be looking for a job, even if you're happy. How to keep your stamina up while job searching. How one of my clients actually got a new job in 3 months, and she only applied to 12 jobs. So these are some of the things that I want to talk about. What to do if a recruiter ghosts you, because that's a common thing, right? Ghosting is real, not just in the dating life, but also in the professional life.
That's facts.
And what to do if your company isn't taking your desire for growth seriously. Like I had a friend that said she had a meeting with her boss and basically asked, what does my future look like here at this company? And the boss said, oh, just keep doing the same thing. Needless to say, she is no longer with that company. But, this is going to be about career empowerment, career growth. Like I said, really leveling up, self-discovery, just finding who you are, being true in that, going after what it is that you truly deserve. So that's a little bit about what I will be talking about on the Link Up.
All right, y'all heard it here first. We got a new show. Just to recap, we got a new show hosted by Latesha Byrd, career coach, former recruiter, and D&I extraordinaire. Okay, resume writer, branding, personal brand extraordinaire. That's right. You know what I'm saying? All the things. She's flexing in her complexion and on y'all and on.
I like that. Flexing in your complexion. Did you just make that up?
No, we got that's a whole business. You know, you got the black girl. In fact, y'all, look in the show notes. We're gonna have the story about the woman, the young girl, rather, excuse me, who had made a whole fashion company with the phrase "Flexin In My Complexion." It's very cute, very great, and empowering to
love it.
to our mocha sisters out there, and to all of our black and brown women out there. Anyway, thank y'all for listening to the Living Corporate Podcast. Make sure you check us out. Only way you're gonna be able to check out the Living Corporate Podcast, or rather, excuse me, the only way you're gonna be able to check out the link up with Latesha is on the Living Corporate Podcast. So make sure you follow us on Twitter at livingcorp_pod, on Instagram at Living Corporate, and really just anywhere that podcasts are shown. If you just Google Living Corporate, you know what I'm saying, we popping up. Okay, we out here. Okay. We out here. We in that. We out here. We in that SEO like. Okay, we letting everybody. We hitting everybody. Okay, we on every podcasting platform. Everybody. Okay, and yeah. So look, we got the domains. Okay, so you go online. livingcorporate.co, livingcorporate.org, livingcorporate.net, livingcorporate.tv. Okay. Living Corporate we just got all the Living Corporates except livingcorporate.com, because Australia they not letting it go. Australia, we love y'all. One day we gonna have enough flex to actually come in and get that domain one day. I don't know, maybe.
No, like legit going to Australia.
But go to there though. Yes, we're gonna go to Australia.
Pull up.
We're gonna pull up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we out here is my point. Latesha out here, you know, she and I got this new thing going on, so I'm trying to give her some. She giving me some. We kind of doing like this give and go thing. It's really fun, even at the end of the show. So, what else we got going on? Oh yeah, make sure
your shout out.
Oh yeah, we do got shout outs. That's right. Okay, so because I'm trying to do this new thing, right? Like every now and then, like not every episode, but just want to give the shout out. There's people who listen to the show, and you know, people being the Living Corporate DMs talking about keep doing what you're doing. People hit us up on LinkedIn. People talking about, you know, we just love what you got going on. So shout out to the engineers and the accountants and all the STEM folks. Shout out to my people out in the DMV. Shout out to our top 5 demographics. So we seeing you, New York, Chicago, Houston, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Dallas. We appreciate y'all, you know. Shout out to the West Coast, you know. We're not really popping out there like we want to. So, you know, somebody out there, come on, like the tech people, y'all come out, show us some love, man. We be out here. We making moves, you know what I'm saying? We not, you know, I'm not drinking kombucha every day. It's not, you know, kind of unsettles my stomach, but I like it, you know, so like, give us some love. It's delicious, actually. It just doesn't sit well with me. Anyway, shout out to all of our hustlers and entrepreneurs. Shout out to our creatives. You know what I mean? Shout out to my college students. Shout out to the Gen Zers. You know what I mean? Shout out to shout out to the Buckies. You know what I'm saying? The White Wolves, the allies. Okay, for those who don't know Marvel, like, you know what I'm saying, like the folks out there who are not as melanin rich as some of us, but still care and empathize. You know what I'm saying, with the black and brown people.
We love our allies.
We love our allies. You know what I'm saying? Where would we be without allies? Okay, we're a minority. We need help. Okay. We need help. Help me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need it. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, the older white people, you know, who listen to the show, you know, trying to figure out just what's going on. Maybe they got a little nervous. They wanted to check it out. Shout out to my coworkers. If y'all listen to this right now, shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. And shout out to the people that gives us 5 stars. You know, shout out to the educators. Who else am I missing? Who am I missing, Latesha?
I think you said entrepreneurs, but side hustlers, like those that have a 9 to 5 and a 5 to 9. We see you. I was there. I know how it is. And then, so shout out to them.
Yes, shout out to y'all, man. And shout out, you know, I just shout out to all the listeners. We appreciate y'all. Excited for y'all to venture with us on this new leg of our journey. And we'll catch y'all next time. Till next time, this has been Zach.
And Latesha.
And you've been listening to Living Corporate, and make sure y'all come back, check us out on, now we got episodes on Tuesdays, we got episodes on Fridays, and now we're going to have episodes on Saturdays because we got the new show, The Link Up with Latesha. Hey, Catch y'all next time. Peace.
Living Corporate is a podcast by Living Corporate LLC. Our logo was designed by David Dawkins. Our theme music was produced by Ken Brown. Additional music production by Antoine Franklin for Musical Elevation. Post-production is handled by Jeremy Jackson. Got a topic suggestion? Email us at livingcorporatepodcast@gmail.com. You can find us online on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and living-corporate.com. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned.